Don't use your wrist. When you're overshot, your reputation is not. If you look to the coming days, 24/7, being lock the door. Don't use your wrist. Don't use your wrist. Take it to your room. Shoot it up to the moon. You make it too easy for other people to understand. What's that in your hand? Your memory. Maybe you won't look at that place that way. Don't use your wrist.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Okay, it's now day number 3. It is exactly 8 p.m. and we're broadcasting live from the Asia Blockchain Center in the skirts of Kuala Lumpur City. Today, no green screen, okay, because I very clumsily decided to wear a green color shirt. So we had to, but the green screen, okay, is something really, really cool, okay, that we have here at the Asia Blockchain Center. So if you are a blockchain startup or you're an entrepreneur, developer who wants to, have a need for a green screen, that's something, okay, that you might want to go and inquire, okay, with the Asia Blockchain Center. All you need to do is to go to the Asian Blockchain Center, just the Facebook group right now. Go to it, okay, click the button, okay, if you are watching it from the live stream from Facebook right now, just click, okay, Asia Blockchain Center, give it a like, okay, drop them a message, and, make an appointment, okay, to come and check out this place. So today, we are continuing our journey to learn about more public blockchains. Why are we doing this? We're doing this because last week we just completed Southeast Asia DeFi Week, where all of us got to learn about what is DeFi and why is DeFi, taking up so much market traction, and it's a really good thing. However, one thing that a lot of people overlook is that they think that DeFi is limited, okay, to one ecosystem, which is Ethereum, which is not. And within that, due to the as much, okay, as we really like, okay, that there's so much traction and so much buzz happening in the DeFi space in the Ethereum ecosystem, there still are challenges. Like there's so much high demand that the gas fees, okay, are really, really high, that it impedes, okay, people from exploring and experimenting, because one transaction cost on average is $10 US. That's not something, a lot of people, even though, they can understand, okay, what's it all about, but they can't really, it becomes a barrier of entry. But, okay, as we have seen, okay, over the last couple of days, okay, that there's actually a larger ecosystem of public blockchains, okay, that you are welcome to explore. So this is the purpose of why we created Asia Public Blockchain Week. On Metaverse DNA Monday, you learned, okay, about how they are building the highway that connects interoperability between different public blockchains. One of the things that is a really cool fact, okay, is that Metaverse DNA has a really large, okay, user base in China. So if you decided, okay, to build dApps, not only do you get the benefit, okay, of lesser fees and etc. Okay, you also get to tap into a huge, okay, user base that Metaverse DNA already has. Then you heard yesterday, okay, about Cosmos, all right, with Josh Lee, and how they created, this ecosystem of modular, okay, components where you can piece them together, and they have just a different approach, okay, whereby they want people to create their own sovereign blockchains. So there is this couple of comments, okay, in the community in the last few days, in the last couple of days, which go along the lines like, why do we need to, explore other different public blockchains, okay, when Ethereum is already so far ahead? I think that's just want to spend 1 minute here to just give my commentary on this. That I think it's because we don't know, isn't it? Because on hindsight, a lot of things, okay, it's very easy to see, when things are successful, when things are working, when things are getting traction. It's very easy to say things in hindsight, but we really don't know what's going to come tomorrow, don't we? So I think a little bit of foresight here is needed, and that is why, okay, by learning, okay, what is available out there, what are the other things that are available out here, you might, okay, actually, be surprised, okay, at the opportunities, okay, that actually exist uh, in the various different ecosystems, okay, and that is why we created, okay, this series session. I hope that you will gain tremendous amount of value, and you will pick up, okay, a few golden gems and perhaps some really exciting, okay, opportunities, okay, in the next few days. However, just a very important disclaimer that this is for education purposes only. Okay, this is still a very much high risk, high uncertainty environment. It is exciting, but the information here should not be construed as financial or investment advice. Okay, take the content, understand it, digest it, learn it, and make your own decisions. All right. So today we'll be talking about Neo. So Neo, okay, is popularly known as the Ethereum from China. Okay, we're going to ask, okay, our guest speaker today, what he thinks about that. Okay, and but what Neo actually is, okay, is they have been building an open smart economy. What is a smart economy? What is open? Open as in open source, smart economy as in everything that is built, okay, within this ecosystem is using smart contracts as well, okay, starting with digital assets. People are able to create their own assets, digital certificates, and be able to interact, okay, and transact with one another in an open ecosystem. So if you visit, okay, the main website, okay, of Neo, this is what you will see. They have a lot of very good documentation for you to get started. There's a lot of dApps. Neo has been around for a long time, and there have been just like, okay, a lot of other public blockchains. There are a lot of use cases, and dApps, DeFi dApps, okay, also being built, okay, on the Neo blockchain. Like, for example, Liquify, okay, which actually helps the tokenization of assets. There is a decentralized exchange called DMAX. Another one, okay, called Nash. And there's also, non-fungible tokens, okay, also in the new ecosystem, creating different kinds of games and environments. Okay, I think this is similar to what we know in the Ethereum ecosystem. But as you know, because of the current issues that Ethereum is facing, all these NFT related projects are having a stumbling block. Okay, so maybe, just maybe, okay, this is an opportunity to build, okay, on a platform like Neo. Also, Neo just launched an interoperability, just announced, okay, a new alliance with other public blockchains, okay, called the Poly Network. Okay, and I hope that we get to learn more about this with our guest speaker, who is none other than John Wang. So John Wang is the Ecosystem Growth Director, for the NEO Global Development. And John, is no stranger to NEO. First and foremost, thank you for being here with us today, John.
Hi, Jason. How are you?
So something to know about John is that John has been with NEO since I think early 2018, which makes you a grandfather in the NEO ecosystem. Is that correct?
Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
So can you very quickly let the audience know how old is the NEO project? To your memory.
Yeah, actually, the idea for the NEO actually started on the 2015, and actually for the mainnet is launched on the 2017. So 2016. So till this year, like the NEO's mainnet has already launched the nearly 4 years.
Okay, so before you get into explaining to what is the latest things with NEO, can I ask you, how do you feel, currently with what we are seeing in terms of the adoption, of public blockchains? How do you feel the state of public blockchains are currently? What do you think about, say, DeFi? What you've seen in the growth of DeFi in the last 6 months?
Okay, I think the DeFi is quite a hot topic recently. So yeah, I will to also to explain about the DeFi in NEO in my slides. But I think like we actually after the 2017, I think the blockchain become the popular in the world, and it's already have many people is mentioned about the gas fee and the TPS about in the public blockchain, but it's not that big issue before. But recently, with the DeFi become very hot and the transaction become very huge. So now we have to facing this issue is like if the function of the public blockchain can actually run the really mass adoption in it.
So because you have been with NEO for so many years, right? Can I ask, how do you feel about what about NEO right now? Compared to 2 years ago, NEO back then and now.
Okay, so for the NEO actually, I think is for the normal business, like it won't be have the big news like every month. So in the last 2 years, NEO is very focused on the two things. One thing is we are building the bigger community in the world and to developing our community in the global. And the second thing is we are developing the NEO 3. So NEO 3 is a very big update for the NEO 2. So we add lots of function in it. So I will explain it also in the following slides. Yeah.
Okay, so since was that you have a lot of things to share with us? Why not? Let me hand over the show to you. Here you go.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can all see your screen clearly.
Okay, thanks. Hello, everyone. My name is John Wang, and I'm from China. And currently, I'm responsible for the NEO's ecosystem growth and the NEO's Eco Fund. And today I wanted to talking with everyone is how to drive the blockchain technology to mainstream adoption. Okay, so before I talking about the NEO, I think maybe we can also discussing about like what is the blockchain and what's the currently what happened in the blockchain. Okay, the first thing we are have to talking we can just to have a look like what's the market size for the blockchain. Yeah, maybe I think like most of people, even my mom, is already know what is the Bitcoin, but. But compare with the other the financial market, we can see like the blockchains, the market cap is not that high, but it's compare before it's already really high. So now the blockchain the blockchain's market cap is only 270 billion USD dollar, till the end, till the middle of this year. But I believe like in the future, like the market cap for the blockchain will be increased very faster. So the second thing is is about the DeFi. Like from these two data, we can find that like because of the DeFi become very popular recently, and the more and more asset actually is still is stake in the DeFi project, and we also can see like the user for the DeFi is increased significantly. But we also can realize that even like the daily active user in the DeFi is have a significantly increase, but still like we only can find the 8,000 of address in it. So yeah, so I also use the DeFi product recently, but and I can feel my feeling is like even for the person like me is already know the blockchain very well, it's still very difficult to use the DeFi. And also like if you are not actually to have lots of assets in the DeFi, the gas fee is too high to it's really much over than the maybe the profit then you can get. So I think that's the two key points for the DeFi project recently. Okay, so back to this thing, I think we needed to think about like how actually we can what's the problem, what's the issue for the blockchain. So I think from the 2017 till today, the blockchain technology already have very big the improvement, but we still have facing the issues like the poor experience in ecosystem and the slow progress in compliance in the world. Okay, so I think like actually in the blockchain there are two barriers. So these two barriers in the future, like the blockchain have to conquer it, then it can be a more big industry. So the first thing is from the internal. The internal is like is mentioned from this slide. You can see like currently like there are too many digital standards in the blockchain. Every public blockchain have its own standard. And the second thing is like for the users, for the developers, actually is very difficult to developing in the blockchain. So even like even Ethereum, it's still is not that developing friendly. Then we can see like how hard for the normal developer to developing in the other public blockchain. And then the third thing is compliance. Okay, so this is the first barrier. So this is the first barrier is from the internal. So all the public blockchain actually is not really connection in each other. Now we can see like Cosmos, we can see the Polkadot, but still like the Cosmos is the IBC is not it go live yet, and the Polkadot actually it have the very good performance, but still like for the different public blockchain to integrate each other is still the issue for the most of the parts. And the second barrier for the blockchain is how actually blockchain can integrate with the real world. So in the blockchain world, like I think on the 2016 and 2017, and the people are talking about the Bitcoin with everyone. Like everyone believe like the Bitcoin may become very huge in one day, and on that days, we also facing an issue is if the Bitcoin actually can enter into the real world and become an asset, it has to facing the compliance issue. So now I believe like most of the countries is currently is developing the regulation about the blockchain, but still like it's not had a significant improve on this thing. So it means like for the public blockchain project, it's hard to find a right way to developing their project. So I think that is two barriers currently the blockchain the public blockchain has to facing. Okay, so as I mentioned, like I believe like the public blockchain has the barriers current we need to conquer in the future. So how actually we need to dealing with the thing. So I think it has three directions: the interoperability, the tokenization, and adaptiveness. The first is interoperability. So, uh, so, so we can say like in the different public blockchain, it has its own asset, but is the asset between the different public blockchain is very hard to move to other public blockchain. So we can say like maybe in different countries for the different community, they do have their favors, and they may use their own public blockchain. And but I believe in the future it's quite like the real world. It's like the Chinese is going to be to do the trading with the different countries. The Malaysia is also needed to do the trading with the different countries. I still remember when I was in the university, we do have we do have a course, and I think it mentioned about the comparative advantage. So it means like a different country has a different comparative advantages, but and also in the public blockchain, I think the no one public blockchain is perfect. So it do have its own comparative advantage. So I think if we wanted to make the public blockchain is can growing and become popular and become more project can use it. So it's the first thing is like this public blockchain has to be can connect each other, and the second thing is like how actually the public blockchain can connect with the real world. So still the asset. I think like no matter on the 2017 or till the recently, I think the things make the blockchain become the booming is because of the asset. So in the real world, is already have lots of the asset. We also, I think in the world is also has lots of solution which can use the blockchain to dealing with it. But for the public blockchain and also for the neo, like what our vision is like, we hope like more asset actually can store in the neo blockchain. Maybe I think the other blockchain has same idea. As the DeFi we mentioned recently, like it's already have 4 billion of the USD dollar is in the Ethereum. So I think it's quite a good example, can show that actually people is like to actually store the asset in the public blockchain. So no matter for the NFT, for the security, for the fiat currency, and even the physical asset, I think in the future, it's gonna be the first user case actually for the public blockchain. And I believe like this is actually public blockchain. How actually public can connect with the real world, and this is the first step. And the third thing is, I do believe like people are always mention in the last 2 years, like asking me like if the public blockchain gonna be a revolution. So I don't think it's kind of the revolution. I think it's more like public blockchain is more like a kind of the new concept, new idea, new how it's make the people is thinking everything with a new way. So I think in the future, the blockchain maybe become the part of the world. I mean, like it's not means like every industry has to use a blockchain. Even like, but I think blockchain has its own advantages. So it means like in the future, the blockchain and the decentralized and the centralized is gonna be working together to make this world is become more efficiently. Okay, now I think like maybe I can also talking something about what is Neo doing recently, as Johnson also asking me. So the maybe I think for the currently for the everyone in here, someone is know what is Neo and someone is don't know what is Neo. I think yeah, maybe I can do some brief introduction. And the Neo is actually start on the 2015, and the Neo's goal is actually to use the smart contract to manage the digital asset and the digital identity. Now we are developing the Neo 3, and we spent like the 2 years to developing the Neo 3. So it has 6 layers. So first the thing is the for the protocol side, for the architecture, we use the DBFT 2.0, and we also is modify our the VM, and also like for the economy model, we always have some the new update. The reason is because on the 2016, the new is there is not too many people is developing the public blockchain. So we actually to design the neo blockchain is by ourselves. So with the timing, in the last 4 years, we realize it has lots of the new idea outside. So we want to integrate this new idea into our technology. So that's why that's why we are developing the Neo 3. And the good news is the Neo 3 is gonna be to go live in the end of this year. So we can expect like the Neo will be provide the better function in the future. And and also like it do has some new components in the Neo 3. We added the Neo ID, the Neo FS, and the building Oracle into the Neo 3. So the reason we added these 3 components into the Neo is because we also wanted to the Neo can actually be used in the mass adoption. So no matter for the IDFS and the Oracle, it is very important components for the public blockchain, and only if it can be integrated in the protocol layer, so it can be used more efficiency. And then like after the Neo 3 is go launch, maybe we will to run a program. It's called the Neo 3 early adoption. So in the Neo 3 early adoption, we are welcome all the world developers can join can come into the Neo 3 and to developing your project. And we can provide the incentive and grant to the developers to try to use the Neo 3 and know what the Neo 3 can do. Okay, now okay, now is the third thing is Neo wanted to do in the future. First thing is optimize the development of blockchain application. So this is we are currently the partner with the BSN, the Blockchain Service Network. And the blockchain service network actually is the sponsor member is the China State Information Center, China UniPay, and the China Mobile. And actually for the public blockchain, actually Neo is working with the BSN overseas. So yeah, the BSN goal is actually to provide the popularize the blockchain technology to developer to reduce the cost of development, the deployment, and the operation and the maintain. And the third thing, like the BSN want to provide improved experience in development of the blockchain application. And this has the same goal of the Neo. So through the working with the BSN, we want to the Neo. We hope that we expect the Neo actually can provide the more convenience, the developing environment for all developers. And the second thing is that in this year, Neo joined the Interwork Alliance. The Interwork Alliance is Neo is one of the 4 sponsor members, and another 4 members is Central Digital Asset, Microsoft, and SDX. the Interwork Alliance's goal is actually for the digital asset to design the digital asset standards. So as like in this world, like as I mentioned before, it has too many different standards, and I think it's quite okay like for the public blockchain recently. But if actually for the blockchain wanted to be used in the real world, as it has lots of the enterprise, it has lots of the system, so it has to be has a standard. So that's why NEO wanted to become a sponsor member of the Interwork Alliance and working with all the members to design like what's the more efficiency the digital asset standards. So in the Interwork Alliance, NEO actually donate our the Vision token designer to the Interwork Alliance, and we expect like the Vision token designers can actually help the Interwork Alliance to developing the better the token the digital asset design service to the world. Okay, the third thing is like the Poly network. We launched the Poly network this month, and the goal of the Poly network is actually to can provide the cross-chain service to all over the world. And for the Poly network, is actually is no token in it. So for the founding members, it has a Switcho Foundation, the NEO Foundation, and the Ontology Foundation. And on-chain actually is provide the technology to the Poly network. Now it's already supported the Ontology, the Ethereum, the Bitcoin, NEO, and the Cosmos SDK. So we expect more the projects actually can come to using the Poly network, and currently for the user case of Poly network, we are ready to provide to some of the Japanese enterprise, and it's used for the NFT, and also like we're using in the cross-chain DEX like the Switcho to help them to do the cross-chain trading. So I think in this year it will be more and more the user case actually being used the Poly network to connect the different public blockchain and the alien chain. Okay, I think in the end I wanted to describe again like what's the direction for the NEO in the future. The first thing is like we wanted to optimize the development of public blockchain applications, and the second thing is we wanted to working with the Interwork Alliance to develop the global digital asset standards, and the third thing is we wanted to work with the Poly network and to help the more assets can actually to move from the different public blockchain. Okay, so now, okay, we mentioned about the DeFi. So yes, so currently we do have 2 DEX in the NEO, the Nash, the Switcho. I think a lot. I believe like people in here must know the Switcho. So Switcho is do have they're gonna to publish the decentralized margin trading platform. It's called DMAX, and we expect more people can use it. And Nash actually is a DEX, is a compliance DEX in the Euro. Now I want to mention is now NEO is, I want to tell everyone is now the NEO is currently developing a full stake the DeFi protocol, and we are currently is day by day to developing it the 24 hours 7 days, and the reason we're developing this thing is we wanted to provide the more excellent the DeFi experience to all the NEO's user. So we can expect this project is going to be launched very soon. Thank you, Jason. This is my presentation. Yeah.
All right. So, wow, you covered a lot. Okay. So it's very, very interesting. I think I wrote down some takeaways that I think I'd like to go through, okay, with everyone. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay, if any of these, right? So I think the first thing that I got from you is that, which was very interesting, is that you started by saying that despite the already amazing growth that we have seen, the product market fit, the traction, okay, that we're getting from DeFi, there is still tremendous growth potential. So just a lot of people, they said that it's very hard to fathom the kind of growth that we are seeing in DeFi, the kind of scale, okay, traction that we're getting in DeFi, and people are wondering, like, will it grow some more? Okay, so one of the interesting things that you pointed out, which was a very interesting takeaway for me, was that there's only 8,000 active users. Okay, which is quite low. I that was quite shocking to me. Okay, but it could be true because a lot of people, yeah, as they get aware about DeFi, it's really not easy. It's just like a lot of layers, okay, you need to overcome before you can work around DeFi, particularly right now because of the gas fees. And then you pointed out, okay, two barriers, okay, to where Neo can help overcome, and if they are successful in it, they can come up on top, which is number one, to help connect interoperability across blockchains. So if people develop on Neo, they are immediately developing a dApp, okay, that can interact, okay, with across different chains and connect real world assets, okay, onto the blockchain. And one of the things that you talked about was this alliance with Interwork, okay, where you're developing digital asset standards so that these can become a reality. You talked about Neo 3, okay, as the latest implementation that will be launching soon. When would it be launched? When would it be launched?
Yeah, sorry, you asking me? Sorry, because
Yes.
connection not well. Yeah. So your question is like, what's the time it's gonna be launched? Is that?
Yes.
Okay, I think actually for the testnet is gonna be launched in the end of the October. And from the end of the October, we will start to invite lots of developer and project to do the test in the Neo 3 testnet, and we will to evaluate like how the testnet work. So if everything is going smooth, I think at the end of the end of this year, like the end of the September or early of the July, the Neo 3 will be go live.
Right. Okay. So things happen very, very fast. Okay. I don't want to put you on the spot. Okay. Good things take time to build. Okay. But what you're expecting is between Q4, okay, of 2020. Now, because there's like in the public blockchain space that it is quite easy to get information overload. Okay. Especially in these 5 days, the people listening in right now are getting so much information. Can you like very briefly describe what are the things, the major differences to expect from Neo 3 compared to Neo 2?
Okay, I think the biggest difference for the Neo 3 is sorry, I'm not a technical guy, so
Yeah.
I think it have lots of the difference between the technical side is no matter for
Yes.
the DBFT 2.0, and we have some new components and the economy
Right.
model. I think the goal for the Neo 3, developing the Neo 3's goal is three things. The first thing is we wanted to provide the higher TPS to the Neo 2, and the second thing is like we wanted the Neo 3 become more developer friendly, and so it means like for the developer it will be easier for them to easier to developing everything on the Neo 3. And the third thing is for the Neo 3 is the goal is for the mass adoption. So it has lots of the parts actually is designed for like in the future, like it has some the enterprise use. This kind of thing can be actually to run stable in the Neo 3.
So I think one question that we're getting, I think this one is from Thailand. Is there any particular lessons, okay, that you have learned, okay, in the last 2 years that Neo has learned, and does, okay, will be something that you want to improve for NeoTree? Are there any lessons that you have learned, important ones in the last 2 years?
Excuse me, sorry, I think I didn't. Could you just repeat your question? I didn't hear
Yes.
it.
So the question is, are there any lessons, like important lessons or mistakes, okay, that that you have learned in the last 2 years that Neo would be doing differently in NeoTree?
Sorry. Hello, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, just let me repeat the question one more time. Are there any important lessons in the last 2 years or mistakes, okay, that you have learned, that the team, okay, behind that have learned that they are going to do it differently in NeoTree?
Yeah. I think we do have a lot of we learn lots of things when we're developing the Neo 3. As like the first thing is like the gas fee and the TPS, as I mentioned just now. Like before, like when we're developing the Neo 2, we're thinking the TPS is very important, but now we can realize like no matter for the Ether and for the other public blockchain, I think the TPS is the requirement for the TPS is bigger than what we're thinking before. Yeah,
Right.
because now it has lots of projects actually in the developing on the public blockchain. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So performance, okay, is one thing. Another one, okay, that you're learning based on what we are already seeing in the DeFi space in Ethereum is that you are going to create this the user experience such that the transaction cost must not, okay, be like what we're seeing now in Ethereum.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Another question, okay, is on the DeFi protocol, okay, that I think this is news, right? This is very, very new. Is this correct?
You mean the full stake the DeFi protocol, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, it's very new project in the Neo ecosystem. Yeah.
Right.
But
so
because
mhm.
Hello, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Also, what is the okay? Do you hope, okay, would be the outcome, okay, from this project?
Sorry.
What do you hope would be the outcome, okay, when this is available?
Outcome. I think for this project, actually, what we expect is we want the DeFi user actually can play in this world, play in it more happy. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, like we can see like currently the DeFi has some. I don't think it's issues, but I think the DeFi is not that friendly for the normal user. So we believe like maybe we should developing something like actually it's more easy for the blockchain user actually can use it. And we're also thinking like currently in the Ether ecosystem, like the different team and the different project they're developing their own DeFi. But we thinking is like because the different DeFi have its own token, so somehow it's like it's not that efficiency for everything. So maybe like if we can have the full stake the DeFi protocol, it will be making everything is making the whole system run smooth, and also like the user can actually get to get the excellent performance in it. Yeah.
Right. So one of the most popular DeFi apps, okay, that has gained so much traction, okay, in Ethereum is first Uniswap, okay, which is a constant product automated market maker. So is there one for Neo yet? Is there a Uniswap, okay, on Neo yet?
Yeah, we do have a new swap before, but I think we are just modified, and we will be to including this function in our full stake the DeFi protocol, and it's nearly cover I cannot say cover everything, but it has the three major functions, and it's of course it's including the swap function in it. And we also is expect like some new function is going to be released soon. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a question from Stephen. I think Stephen from Malaysia. So Stephen says, okay, I think this question is, Neo is kind of like known as like the Ethereum for China. So we'd like your comment on that. Okay. And Stephen asked the question, the China Central Bank is promoting blockchain adoption in China. He'd like to know what is Neo's direction and what is the involvement, okay, of Neo with, blockchain adoption in China.
Yeah, so as I mentioned about the BSN, the Blockchain Service Network, and actually it's established by some like the government and some big companies in the China, but it's mostly provide the alien chain service in the China. But so we are more is working with like the BSN overseas and helping the and working with BSN to help the developers to developing in the public blockchain. So for the Neo direction is like we are still is believe like the public blockchain has its own scenario areas can be used. So we want more and more the developers, no matter for the in China domestic or even in overseas, actually can join the Neo to developing something. So Neo actually we do have the 9 communities in the world. So yeah, we are the Chinese face, but we have lots of the developers and the followers in the world. As Neo is a public blockchain project, so actually is lots of our function and our co-developers in all around the world.
Okay, so we have another question on. So it is very clear, okay, that Neo wants more people to build on Neo. You want more people to come and build apps and dApps, and the lowest hanging fruit being a DeFi dApps, right? And you're having this full stack DeFi protocol tools available soon. Now, the question, okay, that I'm getting is, what is the next program, okay, that people can look forward to? Do you have any like campaign or incentive or something? Okay, is it already announced? Or is it coming soon?
Yeah, I think we do always has different support to the community. We do have the Neo Eco Boost, and for the Neo Eco Boost, it means like we support the different project with the different ways, not just like the funding. Or I also like responsible for the Neo Eco Fund, so we also invest. Lots of the different projects to help them to growing, but what we realize is like only investment is not efficiency. So we also wanted to share our experience in the crypto world to this project. So including we can how we support the project in the future. Yeah, this page. Thank you. Yeah. So in the Neo Eco Boost, like we will provide the support to the project, including the funding, the distribution channels, the grants, and what we want to provide is like a full life cycle support. So if it's a small project, you also can come to us. Like we can give you some grants with you growing and move to the next stage. Maybe we can invest you, or maybe we can involve some other the investment fund to involve you to invest your team, and also we can introduce you guys to our community and to help you to find the new members. And also like what we do these things because like always like the support project is not just to give the money. So what we want to do is like we hope that it can become another NEO. We hope it can grow. We hope to sharing our experience with them to help them to make less mistakes. Yeah.
Right. So can you roughly describe, okay, what is the process, okay, for people to get started, okay? Is there a communication channel, okay, that they need to be active in, like Discord or Telegram or WeChat? Where is all the if someone wanted to build, okay, where's the first starting point?
Okay, that's point. Like I think first thing like you can go to our website. It's everything in it. All the links and the ways you can find us. And if you still like cannot find the things you want, you can just write an email to us, like the eg at the neo.org. And I think this is the most easy way to find us and to tell us like what you want to do and how you want us to support your team. And of course the third thing like you can find me like you can just I'm not sure like is it possible to write the email here, so maybe
you can drop it in the private chat and I can share it with everyone.
Okay. So I think I can leave my email in the comments, the channel. And if you do have the ideas, you have want to work with Neo, you can just send the email to me. Yeah.
All right. Okay. With that, okay, the last question, okay, for you is for you. All right. To ask us back. All right. How can we help you? How can the people listening in right now from Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, Singapore, Malaysia help you right now? Like just one thing, okay? Which what does Neo need right now?
Right now, it's to learn to know what is Neo, to tell your friends what is Neo, to tell them like the Neo is not just a kind of the crypto token. Neo actually is very focused on the developers, and we want more developers to join this world to contribute for the blockchain world. And only if like the more developers, more people to actually to building something in the public blockchain, it really can actually has a real value. So we want people to have me is to just to talking less, talking technology more. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So with that, okay, John, thank you so much, okay, for spending 1 hour with us, okay, to share all the updates, okay, and the past, the present, and the what's coming next, okay, for Neo. So before, okay, we say goodbye to everyone, okay, I just want to remind everyone, be back here tomorrow, okay, at same time at 8 p.m. because we are continuing our Asia Blockchain Week with OMC, on-chain. Okay, tomorrow, what are the incentives? What are the campaigns? What are the new things? Okay, that's available. Okay, for you to consider. Okay, in the public blockchain space. Come back and see you guys again tomorrow, 8 p.m. Thank you, John, again for being with us today.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye. Thank you, Jason. Bye.